So this is the collector's edition of The Visual Time Traveller, and it's got a cloth cover. It's got the same uncovered spine, which is on the other book as well. And the reason I liked this uncovered spine was because when you open the book, it just lands beautifully and stays open. And you can pick another page. And there it lands on the page for surgery. Otherwise, the other book has exactly the same content. So all the pages inside are the same, except for these pages. So these are extra in the collector's book. And this is my handwriting here. And these are from my notes. And then this is the illustrator, her early stage illustrations. There's a page where a wolf child was found. That's her practicing, and you can see her practicing the face there. There's an eagle on a page. Here's another one. There's the riots in Paris. They said police were nabbing children. But back to my notes, you can see here, I was picking up that Shakespeare and Galileo were born the same year, 1564. And then you can see Michelangelo died in 1564. So this would be a light bulb moment for me. Whoa, I've heard of Michelangelo, I've heard of Shakespeare, I've heard of Galileo. And lo and behold, I do a little more research and discover that Galileo was born 3 days before Michelangelo died. And they said that the spirit of Michelangelo jumped into Galileo. This was later said. And then you see Newton was born in 1642 and Galileo died in 1642. And down here you have, I've got 1685, Bach was born, and then Handel born the same year. And so you can see my kind of process there. Down here you've got Bank of England Museum, Benjamin Franklin House, Cartoon Museum, Churchill Museum. I was going to London and I was planning where I'd visit. But just to show you where this comes in further into the book, and actually there's a few more pages. Here we have, again, beautiful illustrations. And that's the illustrator's handwriting. That's on the page where the giraffe walks to Paris from Marseille. This is my handwriting again, all about Galileo. I was doing an awful lot of research at the time and reading a lot about Galileo. And you'll see when you read this, little bits of this filter in further through in the book. This part... This is actually representing the first page in the book, which is the whole century from 1400 to 1500. This was one of the designs we were going to use for this page. And the reason for it is because in the early printing presses of Europe, and the Gutenberg printing press comes in the 15th century, which is why I have it here. But playing cards were one of the most popular things that were printed on printing presses. So we have the concept of playing cards here. But if you're also familiar with Botticelli's famous painting, The Birth of Venus, that is also on this first century because Botticelli painted The Birth of Venus in 1485. So I adored this design and we were going to use it. And then we decided, you know what, we'll put it in the collector's edition. So you only see this if you have the collector's edition. And this will never exist in this format again. I asked them to delete all the files for it. So that's primarily how they're different. There were fewer of these, only 500 copies of the collector's. It's got better paper and it's got those extra pages.